going on, y'all? Welcome back to Pistol Productions. We consistent now on this side. 2 days in a row. Come on, you got it. Come on. But make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, share the video. Do what y'all do, man. Run my shit up. Today we talking about the NBA Finals. Who's gonna win and why? Listen, I want to hear discussion in the comment section. I want to hear who's gonna win, when they're gonna win, and why they're gonna win. Make sure y'all leave a comment, man. Today I'm back with Flashy the Playmaker. Make sure y'all go like his TikToks and stuff. So yeah, hope y'all enjoy. Peace.
I bet. So on June 6th, we're gonna have the Boston Celtics versus the Dallas Mavericks, man. Do you have any predictions about how this series is going to go?
You know, I've been rooting for the Mavs these playoffs. They just my favorite team to watch since pretty much when they went on their run. But I did say in my video that I did have the Celtics win it all. Now that we have this matchup, I want the Mavs to win so bad, but I think it's the Celtics here, just because the Celtics have choked enough times to where it's like, yo, if you watch their Eastern Conference Finals win and their celebration, none of them motherfuckers were happy. They was like, yo, we've been here before. We not here for this.
Yeah,
like they're the most hungry team for sure. Jason Tatum has a stigma around him where he chokes, and Jaylen Brown has a stigma around him where he chokes. And that's not necessarily true, but it is to an extent. But they're tired of it. You could just see it in the way that they play. They packed all these motherfuckers up. But it's gonna be a dogfight. I think it's gonna be either Celtics in 6 or 7. That's my prediction. But you can't. If any team is gonna beat the Celtics, it's the Mavericks.
Okay.
That's what I'll say.
With the Boston Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks, right? I always think about each position. You see what I'm saying? Who's going to guard who? Who's going to match up with who? You know what I mean?
Right.
Obviously, Kyrie Irving has some beef. You know, he has some unfinished business with
the storylines. The storyline
continues with Kyrie Irving,
with Porzingis too. Porzingis used to play for the Mavs.
Exactly. Okay. Right. So Porzingis not fucking with Kyrie. Let's not even try to even.
Porzingis not fucking with Luka.
Who?
Porzingis not fucking with Luka.
Obviously, no. Hell no.
Yeah.
So Kyrie has a lot. Kyrie has a lot to prove this series. You know what I mean? I think this is a vendetta. This is a vendetta series for Kyrie Irving.
Both teams.
For both teams, yes. It makes perfect sense why they both can go at each other. This is a good series, and I like this one. You know what I mean? Like I probably enjoy this one better than any other team. You know what I mean? Playing up against each other. It's just the Celtics are just very inconsistent. You know what I mean? Like they're not.
They are.
They are not. They're not dominantly. Like they don't give the secure feeling. You see what I'm saying? Like they didn't give that secure feeling of if they're gonna win or not. It's like you're watching them play, but you don't know how that game will go. You see what I'm saying? It's like almost like being up by 15 points, right? And you up in the first half. Yeah, but then you just give it up in the second. You see what I'm saying? Like they're one of those type of teams. Like they don't know how to keep the lead. You feel me? I feel like teams get a little bit too close to the Celtics sometime, you know, just too close for comfort to be a.
And if it's close against the Mavs, what I just say?
Yeah, to be an undisputed championship team, you have to be able to hold that. You see what I'm saying? It should be like if they're up by 15, it shouldn't be coming back down. You know what I mean? They be losing possessions. It just doesn't look good. I think my gut tells me the Mavs in 6, 4-2 Mavericks. You see what I'm saying?
Shit, I hope so, man.
That's my gut. That's my gut. I say Boston takes 1. I feel like the little break that Jason Tatum and them having right now, you know what I mean, that's gonna give them some time. You know what I mean, they had a little bit of extended break. Luka Luka and them, they just got off they're getting their break now. They're gonna have to get back to work, but I
will say this: if the Celtics lose, the memes, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Instagram would go Twitter.
Because they had a Mickey Mouse route though. Like everybody that they played did suffer injury.
Facts.
So in this case, if
They
any of that happens
the
though,
finals.
if any of that happens for the Mavericks though, like if anybody got injured on the Mavericks, bro, it's over. They're gonna win. Boston win. So healthiness is a key factor. Because let's not forget, Kyrie Irving had got injured in the 2015 finals. You see what I'm saying? Which kind of lost him that championship. You know what I mean? It made it way harder, and
Sure.
it just made it more heavy on LeBron. You know what I mean? But if everybody stays healthy, I have the Dallas Mavericks in Game 6. Jason Tatum. If Jason Tatum wins this series, I see it going. If Boston Celtics win this series, I see it going Game 5. It'll be in Game 5 for Celtics. I don't see a Game 7. I don't see a Game 7 with this team. The roster, both of these rosters are very strong though, because you know they have Drew Holiday. You know what I mean? The Boston have Drew Holiday and Luka.
There could be a scenario where the Celtics are up 3-2 and then the Mavs force a Game 7.
True.
I could see that.
I think that matchup wise, think about it, right? You have Kyrie versus Drew Holiday. I'll obviously put Drew Holiday on Kyrie right away. At the 2, you know, we have Luka is the 1, but you know what I mean, you know, same thing. Luka is the 1, so they have who on him? They wouldn't put Tatum on. They probably put Brown on him.
The thing about the Celtics is they could put different matchups on different people. They could switch it up.
Yeah.
They could, if they want, they could have Drew guarding Luka for a little bit.
So if the Celtics win, who
they
do you
got
think?
paid.
So who do you think? What do you think is gonna be the reason why they win? You see what I'm saying? Like, why do you think? What do you think the advantage will be for the Celtics to have over the Mavericks?
I would say the Celtics are the first team that matches the level of explosion that the Mavs have on offense, and plus the Celtics are all around a great defensive team.
Yeah,
they just have such a good team.
Who's their big man?
Who's the big?
Oh,
they got Porzingis.
Yeah, Horford.
Porzingis and Horford. If Porzingis is healthy, he should be healthy, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, that's a good.
If Porzingis is not 100%, that could be a factor too, because Porzingis is very important. Another thing with the Celtics is that when you watch the last series with the Mavs, the big men like Gafford and Lively, they were playing against Gobert, so they could just camp in the paint. But Porzingis and Horford, they gonna have to stretch out and guard the 3-point line.
Yeah.
So we'll see. That's another factor. They gonna like the pick and pop. They gonna have to get out the paint, and that's gonna lead to a lack of rim protection from the Mavericks. I just think the Celtics match up better against the Mavericks.
Okay.
But I will say, Kyrie and Luka Doncic cannot be counted out because them motherfuckers are definitely clutcher than Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Down the stretch.
So if the game is close, Luka and Kyrie gonna get it done.
Okay.
So all the Mavs need to do is win this series. Is they need to keep all the games close.
Okay.
And at the end of the game, they need to hang around, and make they mark at the end of the game.
Okay.
That's the way they win this series.
Like that. Yeah. The Dallas Mavericks are hard to deal with though. They're just hard to deal with. You know,
They're annoying.
You're gonna have to tame them the whole time. And another thing I want to give some props to is PJ Washington and Gafford and Daniel Gafford. Those guys been playing at a higher level. I seen it was a game
Lively too.
Yeah, game 5. It was game 4. It was game 4. Jaden Hardy came off the bench. You lighten him up. You know,
damn buckets.
All of those role players must play at the highest level that they can play at this point. But the thing about PJ Washington in specific, that boy was dropping 30 a couple games in a row. So I'm like, okay, he has, and this is in the playoffs. You know, I betted on PJ the other day. I lost. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't come through for me. But at the same time,
PJ Washington, he might have an off shooting day, but every single game I've watched, he's hit a clutch three.
He's hit a something.
Every
He's
single
hitting
game I watch.
something.
He's hit a clutch three.
He's going to.
He's
do
very
something.
timely. He's very timely. He always comes through when it matters the most. You know, like there was one game I watched. He was like 0 for 5 or 0 for 6, 0 for 7 for 3, and then it was like the last 3. It was swung to him with like a minute left, like game on the line, and he knocked it down.
Yeah.
So they're clutch. The Mavs are clutch, man.
Yeah, the Mavericks are clutch. But yeah, those guys are gonna have to play at a very high level. You know, they have to share the ball. They're gonna have to just contain Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown offensively. Let somebody else beat them. But that's the thing. Like Kyrie and Luka are gonna make up for those points. You know what I mean? They're gonna combine. It's gonna be a lot of combined points for at least 80 points, or at least.
I'm
75.
excited to watch.
Yeah, this is gonna be. This series is gonna be fireworks. I'm very excited for this. You know, I'm gonna be covering a lot of it. You know, probably every game, probably every single game, and I think, yeah, I just think that Luka and Jason Tatum is a really good matchup. Rather than the Celtics who lost to the Warriors before, like that was a seasoned veteran team. You know what I mean? Like they already had been there, and that was just an easy ring for Curry to just rank up on. You know, being that Jason Tatum was very young as well too. So. Yeah, I mean, my final prediction for the series would be Dallas Mavericks in 6, because we can't forget that Kyrie is the only vet on that court at this point. Like, well, he's like for the
Drew Holiday too. Drew Holiday.
So they both got some balance, but I think Kyrie's a better vet. So I'm gonna go with the better vet, and I'm gonna put Mavericks in 6. Kyrie gets his second ring. He can finally get off the shadow of LeBron. He won at his own ring.
Crazy.
You see what I'm saying? Luka, young Luka makes his first. You know what I mean? He makes his first appearance. And Luka's a dog, bro. I'm not counting out Luka, bro. So I'm gonna go with the Dallas.
You
already heard it here.
You simply cannot
Flashy the
count out
playmaker. You know what I mean? We in the building. Pistol Productions. You know what's going on here, man. We here all summer.
Subscribe.
Go like, subscribe, mess with the video, join the Playmaker family, join Pistol Productions family. Go subscribe.
Pistol Production. Yes, sir. Giants Nation too. Don't forget about Giants Nation.
Man, fuck Giants Nation. You see what I'm saying? Nah, go subscribe to my boy. I'm about to